Hi there, hope you're having a terrific day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the third chakra and seeing if maybe you're struggling with or you're stuck in a type of situation where you are experiencing boundary issues with other people, or maybe you're struggling with self-restraint and self-discipline. Maybe you don't know how to keep yourself in check and you blow up on people, or you ask yourself constantly, why did I do that? Well, I have an interesting solution by looking at the third chakra. Hey there, and welcome to the Booksters Club, where we find daily inspiration from the books you love. Today's featured book is Chakras For Beginners by David Pond, and today's inspirational thought comes to us on page number 47. It says, imbalances can come from either polarity, overuse or underuse of willpower. Overuse is easy to see. Everything becomes competition. The pecking order gets challenged in every situation, and conflict seems to dominate your life. Everything is a challenge, a test, a battle. At worst, this can lead to ruthless ambition. This imbalance leads to a mistrust of life, a fear of letting go, believing that if you are not in control, things could not possibly go your way. This mistrust of life keeps you on guard, defensive, ready to battle the next challenge. The third chakra is where we're actually presented with choice. After we've survived and then now we're indulging in life, we actually start to have the dilemma of, should I do this or should I not do this? We're presented with what's right and what's wrong. And in this new choice that we're experiencing, we then have the idea that we have our own will and that we have our own ability to make our choices and decisions. And then we start to recognize that other people have that as well. And the imbalance comes from when we either don't have our own self in check, or we try to check other people, controlling other people and dictating to them the way that they should be behaving, the way that they should be acting, or what they should be saying. So the imbalance here is actually recognizing that you have yourself to put into place and to have self-constraint and self-control, and that you do not need to impose that on other people. In fact, you have willpower, and willpower is terrific, and everyone always talks about use your willpower, but did you know that there's a right and a wrong way to use your willpower? If you use your willpower and impose that on an inanimate object, something that doesn't have its own will, then great things can come from that. If you impose your will and infuse your will in a project, something that you're passionate about, something that you're creating, building, or making, a company that you're developing, then that will actually take on your will, and that is something that you can infuse your will with and will it into fruition, and that is fantastic, and that's what it's for. But if you try to impose your will on anything that has a will of its own, like another human being, it's only going to come back to bite you. Because if you try to gain growth in someone or change in someone and they don't develop it throughout their own will, then not only is it going to fall apart, but it could bite you in the end. It could come back to get you in the end. So willpower is great. Use it on inanimate objects, not on things that have their own will. Another very interesting thing that David Pond brought up about recognizing whether or not you're imbalanced here in the third chakra is constantly being overwhelmed, feeling that life is coming at you faster than you can take it. And he mentioned this as it actually being an illusion. The illusion is that everything is coming at you at the same time, and the reality is, and the truth is that everything happens one moment at a time. And that is actually what's happening. It's one moment at a time. But the feeling or the act of being overwhelmed is when we have this martyrdom of everything is happening all at the same time, and everybody needs my time and attention, and everybody needs everything from me. That could be a sign that your third chakra is a little out of whack and imbalanced. And the way to really get yourself out of that is to recognize that everything is happening one moment at a time. We all have our own tasks to do. Let people do what they're supposed to do. Stop controlling them. Worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. And really control yourself. So I have some mantra words for you that you can use to balance your third chakra. Now you can either meditate on each of these words individually and feel what it would be like to experience them and really put yourself in that present moment of experiencing that in the present moment. So you can draw more of that and actually balance that chakra energetically in that moment. And you can actually create sentences out of these words and then put them all together. You can rearrange them however you want, and then repeat this mantra to yourself every single day so you can start to rewire the way that you normally respond to situations. Your mantra words are discernment, integrity, effectiveness, harmony, intention, and importance. Self-importance, even, I think is even better. Self-importance, I like that one. And your challenge for today is make sure that whatever you're doing today, as far as a project, if you're working, if you are doing something that requires your present intention and it's all up to you, it either goes well or doesn't go well, all depends on you. Infuse your will on that and really impose the way and the intention that you want that to go out, and use your self-discipline to bring that into fruition. And then notice if you are imposing your will on others. If you're driving and you're upset with the way that they drive or the way that they act or the way that other people behave, that's you actually having an expectation and imposing your will on others. So pay attention to that as well. If you like this video, thank you so much for clicking the like video. And I have a quote for you. It says, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. And that's by Dr. Seuss. And that is so true. The more we read, the more we know. And we're going to be going places here on the Booksters Club. We're going to be moving and shaking and growing and developing and evolving. So if you want to join the Booksters Club, please be sure to subscribe and ring that bell, because I post new videos just like this every single day. See you tomorrow, Booksters.